Would you go like hot sauce and garlic sauce on
You
the
have to,
shawarma?
and sweet.
Yeah, just everything. All the sauce.
Yeah, all the sauces.
Yeah.
Add cheese.
Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, April 12th, and we are here because the Bank of Canada had another rate announcement. So, Josh, what happened here today?
So for the second consecutive time, after 7 increases, it was 7.
I think it was 8.
8. Okay. Well, here we are. For the second consecutive time, we've actually seen the Bank of Canada hold steady.
Right.
The overnight rate sits at 4.5%, which means our prime rate is going to remain 6.7 where it was yesterday. So 6.7% prime. Now, what the bank has said in this recent announcement is that right now we're seeing inflation, they're hovering around 5.3%. They're expecting we'll see that inflation come down this summer, 2023, to around the 3.1, 3+% range, with hopes that by the end of 24, that's a year away, plus, we'll see that inflation come to their target rate of around that 2% mark. So that's, a year and a half plus to get to a point where inflation's at 2%, which they're hoping for.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, Joe? Like, what's the big question? So what does that mean for prime rate here moving forward?
Yeah, I think they're basically in a hold pattern for sure for some time. So, there is talk that maybe you will see rates come down, but the messaging isn't that that's happening anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still a long way to go to get to the target inflation rates they want. And I do think people have to be very aware there's still a lot of pressure on inflation. So the biggest thing is probably wage pressure right now. So what we mean by that, and when they're talking about that, employment is still really strong, and there's a lot of inflationary pressures on wages going up, which obviously adds to inflation going up, adds to cost of goods go up. So there's still things in the market that could lead to inflation not dropping as quickly as they want, but they do seem to feel, at least, or think with what they're saying, that they're on the right direction to actually hit that soft landing they're approaching. But if you're a consumer that has a variable rate mortgage, has a line of credit, the good news is you're not seeing your rate go up, but the not great news is you're probably not seeing that come down anytime soon.
Right, where they're saying, again, it's going to be a year and a half plus to get to where they want to be. They're probably not going to ease off on that prime.
Yeah.
And the low unemployment rate, high employment rate, which
Yeah.
you said, it's a driver which hopefully doesn't spike inflation yet again.
So I think the kind of the key thing to remember when you're talking about, where are rates going to go, they're going to be very, and when I say they, I mean the Bank of Canada is going to be very cautious to lower rates too soon.
Mm-hmm.
They're seeing things finally come down like they want. The worst thing they could do is say, okay, things are good, we're going to drop the overnight rate, and all of a sudden inflation spikes again. Now they're doing a yo-yo. So
They've never done that before.
yeah, never, yeah. So they're gonna take their time to lower that rate to make sure that the data that's coming in is showing that it's coming down. So I guess the simple answer is it's a good news story that we've got 2 consecutive holds.
Mm-hmm.
That's some nice relief from what we've been used to for the last over a year now. But it's going to be a long cycle before we start to see rates probably come down.
Well said, Joe. I think we should wrap it at that.
I think we're done, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. This is Josh and Joe at Mortgage Connection. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. And thanks again.